Now on CoastTV News.
Blowback, 2 coastal towns considering joining forces in a legal effort to better fight off a proposed wind farm.
Cape classroom choices, the expansion the district is still trying to make happen. It's also the subject of our CoastTV poll.
Ready for takeoff, the annual air show will soar above the beach in Ocean City. What's new this year?
Troopers have your backpack for the new school year, helping families in need before that first day of class.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Teaming up to say not off our coastline, Fenwick Island looking at joining forces with Ocean City in an offshore wind fight. Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with Fenwick Island, and they were debating joining a venture with Ocean City against U.S. wind.
That is breaking news today. The Fenwick Island Council voted unanimously on joining Ocean City in a lawsuit against the U.S. wind farm project. The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management is looking into how environmentally damaging the U.S. wind project would or would not be to sea life if BOEM ends up supporting the project. Ocean City plans to sue, and they want Fenwick Island on their side. CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappe gathered reaction to the possible lawsuit in the town that could bring it.
Visitors travel to the coast to spend time at the beach, enjoying the sun, the sand, and the amazing view. But offshore wind turbines could change that last part. And Fran Caramati worries it would drive people away.
More beaches north of here will become more popular because you can't, further up you go, you probably will not be able to see it.
U.S. Wind wants to build their wind turbines 10.7 miles away from the Ocean City boardwalk. The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management will determine what the environmental impact will be and if they give the green light. Ocean City is prepared to sue BOEM, and Fenwick Island joins that fight. Today, the Fenwick Island Council voted on joining Ocean City in a lawsuit against the U.S. wind farm project. Although Holly Barmack, who works in Fenwick Island, says the turbines wouldn't be a bother to her.
As long as it doesn't interfere with the boaters and marine life, of course, I don't see what the big deal is.
While Barmack isn't worried about the view changing, Caramati thinks it would tarnish the beaches for locals and visitors alike.
It's a pleasant place to come to rest and have a vacation time with your family or friends. And so coming and then having that view disturbed, that's been natural ever since the time of the colonies and before, is really hard for all of us or most of us to accept.
And Fenwick Island agrees. They won't be filing a lawsuit until BOEM makes their final decision, which is expected to happen in September. I'm Kevin Zappe in Fenwick Island, CoastTV News.
Meanwhile, Senator Mary Beth Carrozza is opposing the offshore wind farm at the state level. She's calling on the Maryland Board of Public Works to postpone consideration of the U.S. wind tidal wetlands lease or license application. The senator, whose district covers the project area, sent a letter to the state secretary, comptroller, and Governor Wes Moore. She says, quote, U.S. Wind's proposal to reconstruct and widen the existing West Ocean City pier would effectively eliminate commercial fishing in Ocean City by displacing dock space and seafood offload locations.
The Henlopen School District is still trying to find ways to expand after taxpayers voted down 2 of its referendums. Now the district is looking to the Delaware Department of Education for some assistance. CoastTV News reporter Christina DeRobertis is live in Lewis. Christina, the district is planning to submit a certificate of need.
Yes, Mallory, and in the most recent district meeting, board members say they're planning to submit that certificate by August 31st to the Department of Education. And it's basically a request that would allow the district to build 24 new classrooms on the high school property, and another request to allow the district to purchase land near Cedar Grove Road. Now, Cape Henlopen wants to build a new administrative building, a bus maintenance facility, and a swimming pool. The extra classrooms would cost about $70 million, which would be covered 60% by the state and 40% by local sources. The cost of the land is still unclear, but would not receive state funding. Now, it could come down to a vote once again, and some locals we spoke with today said they'd be okay with their taxes going up for this.
feel like if everybody's willing to chip in their fair share to provide for these kids, make sure they're good students, they're secure, they're safe in their schools, we can attract quality teachers, provide the security that's needed, the bus drivers, the bus maintenance facilities. I mean, we need to think broadly.
Now, other people we spoke with today still had some reservations about the plans for a swimming pool, but the certificate of need would only allow the district to continue with their planning process, and there's no obligations attached to it. Live in Lewis, I'm Christina D. Robertus, Coast TV News.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know if you think voters will allow the Cape Henlopen School District to expand this time.
Let's take a look at the updated results on your screen here. It looks like the majority is still saying no, but this has changed a little bit. Now only 77% say no, while yes has gone up to 23%.
This has certainly been a contentious discussion decision. If you want to go vote in this, it's easy to do. Go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app.
Now let's take a live look outside into Lewis. A gorgeous day. It feels just perfect outside. So let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams to see if that trend continues into the weekend.
Well, why not? I mean, you know, we've been batting 1,000 all week long with all this sunshine, cool fall-like sunshine to be more exact. So it looks like we're going to swing for the fences. Once again, let's take a look at what's happening with our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City. Relatively calm winds for us, about 4 miles per hour, but out of the south. So that's a bit of a warming wind and kicks off a warming trend. We're looking for clear skies by 8 o'clock, slipping back to 68 degrees, 66 by 9 o'clock, mostly clear skies, and 64 by 10 o'clock in case you have a late night plan. Today, we had a low of 53 degrees. That was about 3 away from tying the record low, 51 in Ocean City and in Salisbury. Now, coming up, we're going to have to eventually say goodbye, Mallory, to these nice, cool conditions in the early morning hours, and then say hello to summertime because it's going to come back in style in spades. Back to you.
Thank you, Paul. Take a look at your screen right now. The Milford Police Department, they need your help finding the truck in the picture. Officers say the gray Ford F-150 was involved in a hit-and-run collision on Tuesday around 1:30 p.m. at the intersection of South Rehoboth Boulevard and Southeast Front Street. The truck has unknown temporary registration plates and would have heavy front-end damage.
Sussex Tech welcomed 9th graders today, but that wasn't the only new addition to the school. There's now a weapons detection systems. Architectural engineering technologies has been added as a career technical education program. Construction is starting for a new high school building, and the district has hired 8 new teachers, a school constable, 2 paraprofessionals, 2 child nutrition staff, a school psychologist, a school social worker, and a school counselor.
The annual Ocean City Air Show takes off in just one day. Pilots will take to the skies over the weekend, including acts from the U.S. Air Force and the famous Italian Air Force. Spectators can purchase Beach Zone tickets. Those cost $35. That goes all the way up to VIP skyboxes. Those are $279, but they're already sold out for Saturday. Still some available for Sunday. Locals say they're excited about the high-flying show.
I love anything that flies, but you can't beat our F-18s and F-35s. Actually, the A-10s put on a good show. They're a tough aircraft, so I really like it all.
Opening ceremonies start at 11:30 Saturday morning.
Milford is making a new park. The city wants your help deciding how it will be created. Deep Branch Park is on a 19.4-acre parcel of land on Rehoboth Boulevard. The city purchased it in 2021. Potential recreational amenities and park features will be presented at an open house. That's scheduled for September 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. at City Hall.
If you were planning on voting in the Dewey Beach municipal election on September 21st, make a note of this because you're not going to need to. The election's been canceled. The town says nobody but the 2 incumbents are on file for the 2 commissioner seats. The town says Commissioners William Stevens and Gary Persinger are elected for another 2-year term. The candidate forum that we mentioned on Thursday, that is still on. It's for Saturday in Dewey Beach at the Life Saving Station at 4 p.m.
Kids are going back to school, and the Delaware State Police are helping gather supplies for those in need. For over a decade, Operation Troopers Have Your Backpack has collected school supplies. This year's donations were accepted from July 31st up until today. Supplies include backpacks, notebooks, writing utensils, and everything students will need for the school year. CEO of the Georgetown Federal Credit Union says donating supplies is great for the students and for the community.
Our box is full. We've had people that aren't even members just stop in and say how great this program is, and they just wanted to donate to help give back to the community. So it's really nice to see when the community comes together to help those that are less fortunate.
Supplies will be distributed to local schools after all of the donations have been collected. And we're just getting started tonight.
That's right, clearing pets out of the shelters into forever homes. The annual adoption event giving hope to homeless cats and dogs.
And we updated your OC Air Show forecast. Look for partly cloudy skies at 83, 80 for both days, but more sunshine on Sunday than Saturday.
From the sand to the sky, the exciting events coming to the coast this weekend.
Celebrate Labor Day with huge savings at Preston Ford. Get $12,000 of savings off MSRP on select 2023 Ford F-150s. Save $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2023 Ford Bronco Badlands. These are just some of the deals. Explore a huge inventory online at PrestonFord.com. With over 1,000 new and pre-owned vehicles on the lot, we're sure to have the perfect vehicle for you. Labor Day weekend is the best time to upgrade your ride at Preston Ford. Cars cost less in Preston.
When MAGA extremists took away our rights,
Kyle Evans-Gay took action.
Kyle fought for her daughters and ours in the state Senate, delivering the strongest abortion protections in Delaware history.
She took on the NRA to ban assault weapons and protect our communities.
Led on securing our vote and our democracy.
I'm Kyle Evans-Gay, and I'm running for lieutenant governor because a new generation will champion reproductive freedom and fight for our families. Let's do this, Delaware.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
August is flying right by, and so will one annual event starting tomorrow. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner shows us all the cool things to do this weekend.
Enjoy an action-packed weekend in Ocean City on the sand and in the sky. Plus, art and athletes can be found at events in the First State. An annual event is gearing up to four-wheel drive. Ocean City Jeep Fest is back through Sunday. The beach turns into a Jeep playground with a sand course by the pier and daily beach crawls. The convention center is the event hub with a concert lineup playing at the Performing Arts Center. The Ocean City Air Show zooms back onto the coast. There will be fighter jets, cargo demos, and even an Italian Air Force display in the U.S. for the first time in over 30 years. Bargains on the Broadkill is back this Saturday. 60 craft and artisan vendors will be set up in Milton Memorial Park. The Irish Eyes canoe and kayak race starts at 10 a.m. The rubber duck drop is at 2 p.m. Buy a duck for the chance to win prizes up to $500. Just across Union Street, there's an ice cream social at King's Ice Cream for the Milton Garden Club. 20% of sales will go to the club and in turn toward making Milton beautiful. Special Olympics athletes from around the region will meet up in Dover on Saturday. The annual Regional Special Olympics Cycling Classic takes place at the Del Dot Danner campus from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. More than 80 athletes are set to race various distances that accommodate different skill levels. A new jewelry showcase called Single Source opens at the Heidi Low Gallery this Saturday with a reception from 5 to 7 p.m. The artist draws inspiration from geometry found in the natural world. Zoom over to Zoovie Night at the Salisbury Zoo this Saturday. The Zoovie being screened is Legend of the Guardians, the Owls of Ga'Hoole. Get a ticket online, bring a school supply donation to get free popcorn. An outdoor celebration in Milton is set to benefit BB Hospital Saturday night. The Goonies Fest features children's games and activities, food trucks and vendors, live music, and of course, a screening of the film The Goonies. For full event schedules and registration pages, go to CoastTV.com and click on this week's Cool Things to Do article.
Let's take a look at your golf forecast as you're lining things up for this weekend. Once again, lots of sunshine. In fact, it's going to be a gorgeous day for a fabulous hole in one.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Sign and Drive is here. Get this ultra-low mileage lease on this 2024 Encore GX Preferred for around $343 per month with zero due at signing.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Get ready for sizzling deals at IG Burton Buick GMC in Lewis and Baltimore. Drive off in a sleek new Buick Encore GX for just $249 a month. Or take home the rugged GMC Terrain for just $349 a month. And don't miss out on $10,000 off the powerful GMC Sierra 1500. Plus, enjoy 0.9% financing with no payments for 3 months. For unbeatable deals on Buick and GMC in Delaware or Maryland, remember, nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. For over 75 years, we've continually engineered our equipment and processes to deep clean your entire home. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Now that it's sizzling out, is your AC fizzling out? Beat the heat with help from Horizon Services. Right now, buy a new AC and we'll give you a furnace free. That's right, a free furnace just for upgrading your old AC system. It's a scorcher out there now, but soon temperatures will drop and you'll be glad you snagged your new free furnace. Schedule your free estimate today. Same-day service, expert technicians, and a job done right the first time. Call today and Horizon is on the way.
Hello, Delaware. It's your animal friends.
Urging you to support our friend, Colin O'Mara, for governor.
As Governor Mark Hell's Secretary of Natural Resources and Environmental Control, Colin reduced air pollution and expanded affordable clean energy.
Colin will bring thousands of good-paying green energy jobs to Delaware.
In fact, he's already done it and stood up to big polluters to help pals like us.
At a time when real progressive leaders
are an endangered species, Colin O'Mara is the real deal.
Beautiful, gorgeous weather for this week, and we'll continue that pattern into the weekend. Our dry tech camera in Ocean City. We're looking at 73 degrees with the winds out of the south at about 5 miles per hour, and we'll settle into the 60s for the rest of the night under mostly clear skies. As the sun goes down right around 8 o'clock, we'll enjoy the clear skyline. And speaking of clear skies, listen, it's clear not only for us here, but throughout a good portion of the entire mid-Atlantic region. It's just been one of those kind of weeks where you just kind of cruise on through till you get to the weekend, and then you go ahead and really enjoy yourself. 79 was the high in Ocean City and in Wallops Island for today. And we warmed to 80 degrees for the high in Salisbury, 82, Georgetown. Now, let's do some comparisons here. The norm, 85. Now, think about this. As far as the low is concerned, we've been dealing with some record lows and all of that. Now we're no longer dealing with that this time around. We're in the 70s right now. 77 in Milton, 77 in Delmar, 77 right now in Salisbury. Air quality, absolutely green light across the entire board. Looking for the temperatures in the 80s, 82 in Lewis, 84 in Georgetown. Winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. 81 Cambridge, 83 in Easton and Vienna. And we're looking for 82 degrees in Berlin and Snow Hill. You see, Saturday, we'll have a mixture of sun and clouds in the morning time and in the afternoon, warming to about 82, about 83 degrees. Sunday, similar situation, but a little more sunshine actually for Sunday as we warm to about 85 actually for the high. Should just about do it. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling Extended Forecast. I sure hope you've enjoyed the fall feel in the air, and that'll happen over the weekend, so the weekend's fine. However, reality steps back into the forecast by next week, especially next Wednesday.
Never complain about summer weather. Thank you, Paul. Local animal shelters are clearing out their pets into forever homes all month long. The Humane Animal Partners and the Brandywine Valley SPCA are both participating in the 100th Clear the Shelters. Now through September 10th, HAP has $50 off dogs and $25 off cats. BVSPCA is waiving adoption fees on September 7th.
Moving to sports, the Washington Commanders' final day of training was a first for DSN. Tim Nolan was at team camp in Virginia to catch up with Salisbury's own Dan Quinn.
Training camp came to a close today in Ashburn. And for one of Salisbury's own, it means a new beginning is just over 2 weeks away. When the Commanders take on the Buccaneers on September 8th in Week 1, it will mark Dan Quinn's first game as head coach of the franchise. Even as a Seagull defensive lineman, Quinn had aspirations of coaching, but says being at this level again is a dream.
I've loved football my whole life, and I knew early on that I was such a good player I'd probably get into coaching right after college. Okay, so that happened early. So even during my college years, I sat in other position meetings. I wanted just to learn and be around it, and it's absolutely changed my life, because every part of all the experience I've had have, come from football and all the people that's had such a huge impact on me. So no, I probably wasn't as thoughtful to say when I saw Gibbs and Parcells on the sideline that, I'd be, doing the same. But it's pretty damn cool, I can tell you that.
One final tune-up first for Washington. That comes against the Patriots on Sunday night at 8 p.m. on Coast TV. Now, Quinn also said there's going to be a pool party after training camp, so I'm going to go find that. Reporting from Commanders Camp in Ashburn, Tim Nolan, DSN.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
When your floors start showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet and Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
Get ready to howl at the moon during Moonlight Madness at Pohanka of Salisbury. This Thursday through Saturday at all Pohanka of Salisbury dealerships. Look for new vehicles at up to $8,000 off sticker. Hundreds of pre-owned vehicles have been deeply discounted for this sale. And with Pohanka's guaranteed financing, everybody rides. During Moonlight Madness, every Pohanka dealership will be open late until the last customer leaves. This Thursday through Saturday is the time to buy during Moonlight Madness at Pohanka of Salisbury.
In Delaware, a family earning $67,000 a year pays the same tax rate as one making $67 million. I'm Matt Meyer, and you don't have to be a former math teacher to know that's an outrage. As governor, I'll make the super wealthy pay more in taxes so working people can pay less. By making state taxes more fair, we'll help more families get ahead. It's not just smart math, it's the right thing to do.
Democrat Matt Meyer for governor.
I'm Mark Stevens from Hartley, Delaware, and I utilize the USDA's Wetland Reserve Easement Program to improve wildlife habitat for deer, waterfowl, and other wildlife while improving water quality. If you have at least 10 acres of woods or wet, unproductive cropland, you may be eligible for compensation to restore and protect the wetlands on your property. To learn more about the Wetland Reserve Easement Program, contact your local USDA Service Center.
At Carpet and Tile Mart, the sales are hot during our Summer of Savings event. Right now, get special flooring deals Mart-wide, plus 0% financing up to 36 months. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
Brian, what's the difference between treated wood and composite decking?
Treated wood decking costs less, but requires a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood, but won't fade, curl, or rot. It's insect resistant, maintenance-free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. But through August 31st only, you can get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber and no payments, no interest for 12 months.
Paul Davis can bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow.
And we'll give you a down-to-the-penny price that day.
Call Paul Davis, the restoration and remodeling experts.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
We're continuing to enjoy the wonderful benefit of high pressure staying in full control of our weather. And listen, we have the winds also now coming out of the south at about 4 miles per hour, relatively light, but that's going to begin to kick in that warming trend. So we'll eventually climb our way back to normal summertime temperatures. Sorry, but that will happen. But it'll hold off until the weekend's done. So you'll be able to enjoy your weekend. Clear skies at 7 o'clock, 71 degrees, but we'll drop down to 66 with clear skies by 9 o'clock. Live radar, we are totally clear. By the way, you can keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, 443-880-9100. And here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.